Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Today, I want to discuss something that is so dear to my heart. It's so dear to my heart because that is something that I personally has dealt with. And I know it's something that can also be a blessing to you tomorrow. Or perhaps somebody comes to you for counseling that you may, in one way, have an answer to give to that person. And what is it called? It's about rejection. 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 Okay, that you are rejected doesn't mean it is always your fault. That you are rejected doesn't mean you are always of the negative side. That you are rejected doesn't mean God hates you or people intentionally hate you. Follow me and let's get down through this topic. Before we proceed, I want to say beautiful welcome to my returning subscribers, to my new subscribers. May God bless you. Thank you for pushing this channel. Thank you for making it what it is. Let's keep moving. Back to the topic, rejection. The feeling of rejection. The feeling of rejection. Every single one of us has gone through this. Even the strongest, the most confident people too has gone through this. Rejection is something that is common to man. Rejection is something that is both children, both adult kids, everybody has gone through it in one way or the other. You know that feeling when someone doesn't want to play with you, even as a child. Or maybe as a parent, your child comes to you and say, Mommy, so person don't want to play with me. Maybe because he or she said, I'm not looking fine or I'm not dressing well. You know the kind of rejection that comes to the heart of the child. At that point, it has killed his self-esteem. Defining him like somebody that is not worth playing with. We've all gone through the stage. That feeling where someone doesn't want to play with you, or when you are not even picked for a game. That feeling when the whole class are together and they are choosing some set of people to do a particular thing and you are not chosen. It hurts. It hurts. It really hurts, doesn't it? It hurts. It's like a little stinge in our heart. It's like a little stinge in our heart. But guess what? That feeling doesn't define us. That's the good thing about it. The feeling of rejection doesn't define us. That you are rejected today doesn't mean this is how your entire life is. That you are rejected in a particular place doesn't mean your entire life is, all about rejection, rejection, rejection. No. And this is one way you should know. Now, when you get to this particular place or zone, you are rejected. But when you leave that zone and go to another place, you are accepted. Now, if you carry the feeling of rejection from this place where you are to the next place where the way you are accepted, you begin to ask yourself questions. So, what is it in me that actually made these people to do or to reject me? Remember, that feeling doesn't define us. So don't let it keep you bound or stuck in a particular place thinking nothing good can come out of you. So if you have felt that way, you are not alone. And I'm here to help you see the light on the other side. It's something we all has gone through. It's something we all have experienced in our journey. And it's something we need to tell the younger generation because a lot of people don't want to accept it. Even in this generation, they just want to feel on top, but not knowing the other side of life. Take a moment. Think about a time you felt rejected as a person. Maybe you asked someone to play with you, like I initially said, and they said no. Or maybe you didn't get picked for a team or an activity you were excited about. Can you remember how that felt? Maybe it was confusing, lonely, or even a bit embarrassing for you. Rejection has a way of making us feel all of those things. It has a way of making us feel all of those things. It has a way of pushing us to a corner. It has a way of making us look like nothing is inside of us or nothing worthful is inside of us. Rejection has a way of making us going back, craving back to that old person that we are. Rejection has a way of making us, draining our self-esteem. Rejection has a way of making us not to feel human, as though we came from another kind of planet. You know how it feels. You know how it feels. So it's like being outside, looking in, wondering why you are not good enough. But today I'm here to help you see that rejection doesn't mean you are not good enough, okay? Rejection is something that happens to everyone, like I said, and it's actually part of life that helps us grow. It's part of life that helps us grow. So don't feel too bad when you are rejected. And oftentimes, it is not just about you. It is about something on the inside that you need to shine forth to the world so that the world can tap into what you have and you become a blessing. I hope you get this now. I hope we all get this. Good. Now, what do we do when we come to, if you sit on your own and somebody comes to you and walk past you, not even recognizing that you are there, not even feeling the sense of perhaps a human being, let me use that word, is there. The person just walk past you and go to meet another person closer to you. I've actually felt that, okay? I remember being in the church setting and this particular person that was coming close to me. And with excitement, I was happy, that this person is coming and I wanted to greet this person. And just like a flash, the same person that I was excited to greet, the same person that I was excited to see, all of a sudden left me and went to the other person. Like, I said, what is this? How can I be here excited to greet you, and all of that? And you just bullshit the whole thing. But it doesn't define us. That's the truth. Rejection does not define us. You see, rejection can be as small as it may look like in some people's eyes. Sometimes somebody don't even want to sit with you or talk with you, or didn't make the cut, for something we really worked very hard for. Sometimes you cannot even be praised. Maybe you are in a group and you did a particular thing as a group, but when they are praising them, they just praise some set of people and they didn't praise you. Or maybe something just happened that way. It is all in the system. It is all in the system of man. So cheer up. So cheer up. Sometimes our friendship with some other people can go sour, but that doesn't mean you are bad. There is still something inside of you. Sometimes you hope for yes, but what you get is no. So when that happens, it can feel like we are being told that we are not good enough or there's something wrong with us. So rejection isn't about who you are as a person. It's just part of life's ups and downs. It doesn't define us. It simply means life has a different path for us right now. That's the truth. Life has a different path for us right now. Okay, now I know what you might be thinking about. How can rejection not be part of us? How can rejection not be about us when it feels so personal? Well, imagine this. If you've ever fallen or scraped your nail, it stings, right? Doesn't it? Good. But eventually it heals. It's the same with rejection. It's a temporary feeling. It's a temporary feeling that will pass. It doesn't stick with us forever. Even if it hurts at first time, it doesn't stick with us forever. And because it doesn't stick with us forever, so you must definitely work on it, not to allow it weigh you down. Yes, you must not allow it weigh you down at all. And here is something that might surprise you. Imagine you have, you have a light. Or let me assume, um, your father comes into the house and your father sees other kids, maybe your siblings, and decide to hand over something to them. But he didn't give you. And you'll be wondering, am I a son or am I a slave? But don't let it surprise you. You have a light inside of you. Yes, you have a light inside of you. It's a light that shines wherever you laugh. It's a light that shines wherever you play. It's a light that shines when you do something you are really passionate about. Don't worry, just keep moving. Maybe you're an artist, a helper, or someone who loves to make people smile. Think about one thing that makes you proud of yourself. Think about one thing that makes you proud of yourself. People can have different impression about you, but that does not mean that is whom you are. And that is why if you keep explaining yourself to different people at a party, you will get tired, because every human that comes in contact with you has a particular perspective about you. What this one will come to say today might not be the same that the other person will come to say tomorrow. So that is why you need to keep focused with yourself and keep moving. That even if you are rejected on this part today, does not mean you'll be rejected on the other part tomorrow. So maybe you are kind, or maybe you are really good at drawing or playing sport, or maybe you are a good friend, okay? So hold on to that thought. Hold on to that thought, that single thing that makes you proud of yourself, because that is whom you really are, not what men thinks about you. Even when rejection tries to tell you otherwise, remember that light inside of you. No one can take that away from you. It is yours, and it is what makes you special. That's the truth. The light is yours, and the light is what makes you special. So you keep moving with that light, and don't let whatever any other person says define you, because you are special. So now let's talk about how we can break from rejection. Now we've talked a lot about rejection. Let's talk about how we can break from rejection, because it will not be good discussing about rejection. Some of us are feeling it right now, but we don't have a solution for that. So now let's go down to our drawing board. One of them is this. It's okay to feel sad, like I said, talked about before. It's okay to feel sad about it. It's okay. It's a normal part of being human. When we feel down after rejection, it's okay to take a moment to be sad. But you know what? You also have the power to say, this rejection doesn't decide who I am. So you pick up yourself and go. Let's go through some things that can really help first. Okay? Let's go through it. Number one, if you are feeling down, try talking to someone you trust. Try talking to a friend. Try talking to a parent, a teacher, or a mentor if you have one. Try talking to them. Talking things out can make us feel lighter and better, like we are letting go of a heavy weight that is inside of us. Or try doing something that brings you joy, like drawing, dancing, gisting with people, or going outside to enjoy the sunshine. Maybe try going on a walk or watching something that makes you laugh. These small things can remind us that there is so much good waiting for us, even if rejection tries to cloud it over for a moment. Just remember there's something still good inside of you. At that point, the rejection might make you feel there's nothing else about you. But at this point in time, you need to tell yourself there's still something good about me. So now here's another tip that you can also apply. Remember that rejection is sometimes life's way of pointing us towards something even better. Now, when you begin to look at it from that perspective, it will help you to balance your emotion. Knowing that even if I'm rejected here, definitely in the other place I'm going to tomorrow, there will be something good about it. Now, sometimes as Christians or as believers in the Lord Jesus Christ, there are some rejections that God himself even allow. There are some rejections that God himself even make it happen, so that that door that you want to go through, which is not healthy for you, he will shut that door. The door might be something that is good for you. You like that door. You are good with it. You want to do this. You want to do that. You enjoy it. But at the same time, that is not the path that he, the Lord, has planned for you. Remember in Jeremiah, he said, I alone know the plan I have for you, the plan of prosperity and not disaster. So the Lord himself knows that if you take through that path, definitely disaster might come or you might end your life. So what he would do is to cause the other person on the other side to shut that thing against you. And to you, it might look like, oh Lord, why did they reject me? Why did they reject me? But at the end of the day, if he opens your eyes to see the other side, you will give him praise for shutting the door. So rejection sometimes has a way of pointing us towards something better. It's like a big sign that says, hey, look over there instead. Sometimes we think we know exactly what we want, but life might be leading us to something that is even better for us. So next time you feel that sting of rejection, try saying to yourself, maybe this is a new adventure waiting for me. Yeah. So imagine you are standing at a fork in the road. You could go one way or you could take a new path that you never even thought of. Isn't that exciting? That's great. And I don't want this video to be too long, but let's try and finish up this particular topic. So I want to share a story with you. We're going to round up the next few minutes. I know someone who was trying out for the school soccer team. They practice every day, rain or shine, and gave it their all. But when the list came out, their name wasn't on it. They were heartbroken, feeling like all their effort had gone to waste. Now, but instead of giving up, they tried something new. They joined an art club, and guess what? They discovered a whole new passion they never knew they had. They went from feeling rejected to finding something they loved just as much as they loved the first one. So sometimes rejection leads us to discover new parts of ourselves. Perhaps this could be your story. Perhaps this could be your story or something similar or related. Or you know someone that has gone through this. Look at the other side, the life of the person, and see the next phase of that person, what is actually going on now. So if you are at this point in your life, or the little story I just shared, resonate with you. If you're at this point in your life, here you are feeling this way and just don't know how to get past it, let's talk. I'm here to help you find yourself again and to remind you of the light and strength that are already within you, which God has planted in your spirit. Remember, that feeling, that rejection isn't the end. It's actually a new beginning. You are strong. Say to yourself, I'm strong. Say to yourself, I'm strong. That rejection is not of my portion. Say you are strong. Say I am special. Say I am full of light. Even when things feel tough, I'm light. So you are meant to shine. You are meant to grow. You are meant to keep going forward. Rejection can actually help you see just how strong you are. So next time you feel that sting of rejection, take a deep breath. Maybe even smile a little. Yeah, smile. Smile if you can, and remind yourself that you're on a journey towards something amazing. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. We are all on it together. So if you've ever felt rejected and find a way to bounce back, hey, share your story with us in the comment section. Let's lift each other up and show others how we've grown. Let's be here for one another, cheering each other through every tough moment. Help others the way God has helped you. God has also helped me. I was that one person that is always very shy growing up, not to talk, because I always feel everybody rejects me. When I come to a place, they move out. When I come to a place, they don't want to pick me. But at the end of the day, I have to still pick up myself and move on. Today, I'm much more better. I'm much more better. And then a new path has all, been opened onto me. That's what it can do. And that's what Jesus alone also can do. But remember, being a friend to Jesus is the ultimate that can give you comfort, even on times like this. So thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this video has helped you think about rejection in a new way. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you found this helpful. I want to hear more stories to lift you up. Until next time, stay strong, keep shining, and remember you are never alone. Something bigger is inside of you that the world is waiting for. Thank you. Bye.